Hey, what's up guys? This is Steve K here with you all with another video. And this is going to be a video which is going to be my Week 12 NFL picks. And I know that pretty much I have not been doing this lately and stuff just because I haven't really been bothering, to do it. Just because I'm, not really good with making scores and stuff like what I think will be the scores of games and stuff is because a friend of mine, named Apezzle90, Alex Putnam, he does these, week NFL picks and predictions. If you hear that beeping noise, it's just my smoke detector going off for some reason. And don't adjust your sets either, and I know you see me with a beard and stuff, but yeah, it is November. It's No Shave November, and I am participating once again. Last year I did it as well, and I had a mustache as well, but I should probably leave it as a mustache, but I'm just leaving it as a beard pretty much. So let's get underway and start with these NFL games that we have that are up and coming, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and stuff. Not giving any scores or anything just because I don't really prefer to do that. So we'll start with our Thursday night football game, which is tonight. And that is between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders are 0-10, yes. No wins, 10 losses. And even the 76ers in basketball, they don't even have a win yet. But I'm pretty sure they will get a win one day. Against who? I don't know. But for the Raiders going against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Chiefs are 7-3, and is there a way that the Raiders are going to get their first win in this game? I don't think so, because I think the Chiefs have a better opportunity in this, and look at you, they have the better record in there and stuff, and the Raiders don't have a win. And to quote one of my friends, my friend's other friend that is a fan of the Chiefs, says it was just a funny thing, how they said it. They were like, "Go Chiefs, go! Go Chiefs!" So, go Chiefs, go Chiefs. So, I'm going with them to win. Next, now we move on to our Sunday NFL games. We have a battle in Atlanta between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns, who are surprisingly 6-4. Yeah, quite a surprise, but the Oakland Raiders not a surprise, being 0-10. I mean, you got David Carr at quarterback, for one. The Falcons, it's a battle against Brian Hoyer, not Johnny Manziel, and Matt Ryan. This should be a pretty close matchup, and I think I'm going to have to go with the Falcons on this one, just because it's in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, and I think they have a better chance of winning. The Browns, they are quite surprising and stuff, but I still think that the Falcons will probably get this win, but it could be pretty close, maybe. Then we have, a battle in Philadelphia between the Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. Now, the Titans, who just played my Ravens as well, and we, of course, wound up winning that one, thank goodness, even though it was a pretty close game and stuff, and one of them players on the Titans wound up taking a huge hit from one of our players and getting knocked out, but luckily he was alright. But I still think the Eagles will get this, because they are 7-3, while the Titans are 2-8, which, their quarterback is almost like a Roethlisberger almost, with his name almost, but it's not Jake Locker playing, it's this guy instead, letting the new guy play, who isn't really all that bad to me. But, I have to go with the Eagles on this, and I think that they can get this win. Then we have the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. Now, this one should be a pretty good one as well. This is between Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford. And you also got Megatron as well for Lions, but you don't have Aaron Hernandez for the Patriots. He's in prison, thank God, and you got Rob Gronkowski still with the Patriots. But I'm going to have to maybe say that I think for this one I'm going to have to go with the Lions. I'm going to go with the Lions as I think they can beat the Patriots, as this could be a pretty good matchup, and I definitely think for sure that the Lions can do it, because not only that, you also have Reggie Bush, and the defense is pretty much not bad too. And FYI as well, in case you don't know, I hate the Patriots, but I will go with them in some games and stuff. Depends on who they're playing, like if it's the Titans or maybe the Falcons, I don't know exactly, but if they're playing my Ravens, no way. Next, we move on to a battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. One team which is 7-3, which is the Packers. The others, the Vikings, which are 4-6, and they don't have Adrian Peterson anymore. All they just have is Bridgewater. But the Packers got Aaron Rodgers and many others as well. And Cheeseheads go all the way. Packers get the win in Minnesota, for sure, to me. Now we have a little bit of a ugly matchup, a little bit to me, but not a whole lot. That is the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The Jaguars have only one win, and one of my friends, Michael Batten, or Mikey if you want to call him, or Michael's Paradise, who is a huge fan of the Jaguars as he grew up in the Jacksonville area. I mean, I know he really wants him to win and stuff, but I know you really can't blame him, like a whole lot, for the Jaguars and stuff. I mean, they will get their form back one day, they will. But unfortunately, going to have to go with the Colts in this one just because they just have the better chance. And this just seems the right choice to go with, so Colts for the win. Next, we have the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals, who of course are 6-3 and also have a tie as well. And the Texans are just 5-5. Yeah, my Ravens have gotten swept by the Bengals, because we lost to them on the opening game here at home, and we lost them in Cincinnati thanks to a stupid call for offensive pass interference, which would have won us the game, but instead we got penalized for that. Still hurts. But I'm going to have to say I'm going to go with the Texans on this to get the win, because I think the Texans will put up a pretty good fight with the Bengals, and this will be a bit close one too, and I think it could be decided by a field goal. I think it could. So I'm going to go with the Texans. Next we have the New York Jets, whatever, against the Buffalo Bills. And of course Buffalo and a few other places in New York got that huge snowstorm going around, got over like 5 feet of snow, maybe more exactly. And supposedly they are going to try and play in Buffalo. Now the Jets, who really surprised me by getting the win over the Pittsburgh Steelers in that one game, which I'm so happy they did. I was really surprised as well, but unfortunately we couldn't get the win against the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. But for this one, I'm going to have to go with the Bills for this one, because I don't really know why. I'd like to see the Jets pull off this one, but I'm just going to have to go with the team I think we'll get it, and I think that's going to be the Bills. Next, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or Buccaneers, and I pretty much say Buccaneers is the way they're playing, against the Chicago Bears. Another team that's doing pretty disappointing. Well, the Buccaneers is no surprise, but the Bears is a little bit to me. They're 4-6, while the Buccaneers are 2-8. So Bears all the way. Mike Ditka, what team is going to win? The Bears, and that is who I think will win. Next, a pretty good matchup maybe, the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The Cardinals are 9-1. What in the world? It's been a while, I think, since they've done this good, when they probably had Kurt Warner and Matt Leinart, I think. But Carson Palmer, who is the quarterback for them, is pretty good, and of course you have Russell Wilson as well. He's on my fantasy league as well, and I have him pretty much to start. But it is in Seattle. Let's hold on a sec. Did I okay, I thought I lost something. Never mind. I'm gonna have to say the Seahawks in this, because I don't really think the Cardinals will finish the season with just one loss. I think maybe at least 3 or 4. At least. They could finish it. Excuse me. They could finish the season possibly, maybe. I want to say like maybe 13-3, maybe not exactly. I don't know exactly, but we'll see exactly. But I just don't think they'll just finish the season with just one loss. So again, Seahawks over the Cardinals. Then we have the St. Louis Rams, surprisingly with that win against the Denver Broncos, and I was just beside myself with that one too. I was like, wow, I can't believe that they beat Peyton Manning and the Broncos. That was a surprise. And with them taking on the San Diego Chargers, I think the Chargers pretty much got this one because, sorry about that, I think the Chargers got the better chance, and I think they'll get they'll get the win. And then we have, as I mentioned, the Denver Broncos. They will be in Denver, and they face the 6-4 Miami Dolphins. And because my friend Alex Putnam, who is a huge fan of the Miami Dolphins, they are facing the Denver Broncos, and I gotta say, fins down, because there's no way they'll beat the Broncos, just because they're 7-3, and it's Peyton Manning. Even though they lost to the Rams, but I don't think they would lose to the Dolphins. But if they do, it will be surprising, but we will find out. So, Broncos again, fins down. Then we go to the next one, the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. Check the time on here. Alright, now as I was saying, the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins in San Francisco. Gotta go with the 49ers. They're 6-4, and RG3, who is back with the Redskins, they are doing a little bit sloppy right now, and I have RG3 on my team as well. But I think, once again, like I said, it's Colin Kaepernick, for goodness sake, and the guy is slightly better, in my opinion, than RG3, and I think that they'll get it. And then our Sunday Night Football matchup between one of my good friends' teams, Tim McClellan is his name, and as the Dallas Cowboys facing the New York Giants. And gotta go with the Cowboys because they're 7-3, Giants are 3-7, and I'm getting a little tired of seeing these matchups like Giants and Cowboys, or Giants and Eagles, or Cowboys and Eagles. Gotta change up a little bit, like if you could have like 49ers and Steelers maybe, or Ravens and Dolphins on Sunday Night Football. Something like that, or a few others maybe. But you just get tired of seeing the same matchup sometimes. So again, Cowboys for the win. And finally, our Monday Night Football matchup between my Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Joe Flacco versus Drew Brees. Well, this should be a pretty good game. Now, the Saints are surprisingly 4-6. We are 6-4. If we would have maybe at least won a couple more games, we'd be a little bit better right now. Like we'd be 7-3 maybe, or 8-2. But I know you're probably going to dislike this or whatever, but I don't care. But I am going to go with my Ravens. But this is going to be a close game. I think it will be pretty close. I think the Ravens will probably get it, maybe by a touchdown for this one. It will be pretty close, as Drew Brees is a great quarterback, don't get me wrong, and it's in the Superdome in New Orleans, where we won the Super Bowl against the 49ers, Super Bowl 47, I believe, and I believe that we will get the win. And there you go. So that is it for my Week 12 NFL picks. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, please, and I will see you all in more videos. You all take care.